Hey, welcome to the show. Feeling good with Duddy. That's me. Let's go.
Oh, yes, sir. It's episode 76 of Feeling Good with Duddy. We're back in the bunker. No more zooming from across the country. There'll be more in the future, but not today. We're in the bunker. We're feeling good. Welcome to Feeling Good with Duddy, the show that points at the world, laughs hysterically, and then looks in the mirror, points at itself, and has an hysterical laugh. The fairest of the fair, that's us. I'm Jake B., a barber in Southern California. Let me introduce you to my brother, singer, guitar player of the Dirty Heads. Here he is, Duddy B.
What's happening? That's right. We are back, episode 76, and I could not be happier. Not only because I'm here, Jake, recording episode 76, but I am so happy because I have seen all of the awesome reviews and comments you guys have been leaving us. Not only does it make us feel really good, it really helps the show out, man. Thank you guys so much. And if you are listening and you are enjoying the show, please leave us a review, leave us a comment, especially over there on the Apple app. You know, if you're
Apple Podcast,
go
the
over
purple
there,
icon.
Give us a rating, give us a review. It really does help keep the show going, get noticed. We don't know why, but it does. So thank you guys again. We really do appreciate it. But other than that, Jake, I just got back a couple days ago. I was out in Nashville for a few days writing with Rome, and then me and Rome went over to South Carolina to the Isle of Palms, rode over there for a few days. And it was great. We had a great time, wrote a lot of great music, flew home, got straight into rehearsals for the Dirty Heads. We've got this string of like 4 shows coming up on the East Coast. I think I fly out in 2 days. And yeah, man, I couldn't be more excited for those shows either. Like,
it almost feels like you're in a band again.
It's weird.
You're writing songs with Rome across the country. You fly back. You got a minute and a half, and then you're back in a plane going back to the other side of the country, playing actual shows with your friends and the Dirty Heads. Holy shit. That's kind of exciting,
nice.
But you did say it's kind of short-lived. We were talking earlier, and you said after this flyover and show, there's not much booked because holidays are coming up, and it's really only drive-in theater shows that you're doing.
It's only drive-in shows. So it is really nice though to get back into it and starting to see people kind of get back into it. I will say I flew a couple months back and the airport was pretty empty still. The flights were pretty empty, and I flew, last week and packed.
Oh, it's packed.
Planes were packed.
We're back. Okay.
The planes were
People
totally
traveling.
packed. And I was really surprised because for some reason I thought that it would be a thing where like, okay, we're not filling the middle seats,
Yeah.
Packed.
The
whole thing. Everyone had masks on.
Were people jumping up and trying to run to the front when the flight landed and bumping into everyone with their butts in the faces?
No, thankfully they didn't so badly on this flight, and it's funny. And I think they're really they say it a bunch of times on it, like, we are filing out in order, people.
Yes.
Like, we don't want people crowding in the aisleways. Please stay in your seat till they kept saying it.
Please be humans.
There
on
was
this
a
flight.
few people that obviously, and it's like, you never know. They could have been sleeping with their headphones in and didn't hear. So of course they stood right up and were getting their shit out. And then everyone else is looking at them like, you asshole. And it's like, they could be an asshole or they could have just not heard.
Hey, I walked into Trader Joe's and did 5 to 10 minutes of shopping last week. No mask.
Oh,
completely forgot.
Just forgot.
And dude, everyone was staring me down. And I felt the stares, but I was just
what's
kind of like,
going
this
on?
is an awkward vibe in my local trade zone. And then all of a sudden, the brave lady from the back, she works there. 100 workers looked at me, didn't say shit. And then this lady, they probably, now I think about it in retrospect, I'm like, they were probably on walkie-talkies, like, Brenda, get out here. We've got a guy, a no-masker, which I'm not.
A no-masker.
Totally forgot. And then she comes out literally almost like a police officer when they have like one hand on their hip, like over their pistol, and one hand out extended, like, sir, excuse me, sir, like, next move, I'm shooting. She was in that pose. And she's all, sir, excuse me, we're going to need a facial covering. And I just reached up and went, oh, shit. I like parked my cart, ran out. So I get what you're saying. He had the headphones on. Everyone, I'm an asshole. He's an asshole.
Totally.
We're an asshole.
We're all assholes. At some point in our lives, we're all assholes.
And speaking of assholes, like Duddy said, the Dirty Heads are playing several shows on the East Coast. You guys are flying over to the East Coast, but there is a truck that loaded up all of your guys' equipment that will be driving over to the East Coast. And when Duddy and I arrived in the bunker this morning to do this show, we realized that, oh, sweet, all the Dirty Heads music equipment is out of here. It's on its way, along with every microphone, every mic stand, including our microphones.
Yep.
No microphones. We showed up and it became a scavenger hunt. Are there any microphones in this building?
We found two.
We have Bob Barker, thin, long, hold it at the bottom with your pinky like a wine glass, pinky out,
sure.
like literally like old school game show host, asshole dickhead microphones, and we are holding them. We don't know how they're going to sound.
I actually was able to find a mic stand, but couldn't find the clip.
Couldn't find a clip.
So what did we do? We said, Jake, let's just hold
We're holding the mics.
Let's hold the skinny mics.
Yes.
And we're going to make it happen. But
we don't give up on this show.
No.
Guys, we've given up in the past. We gave up last week when we tried to get a Wednesday show in and it kept... Yeah, we give up a lot on this show, but not today. Not 2 weeks in a row. She'll never do that.
But on the news of traveling in the airport, Jake, I had a layover in Dallas, I believe. Yeah, it was Dallas, and I had a little bit of time, so I went to the lounge.
Beautiful airport.
Beautiful airport. Always busy as hell. Went to the lounge, and I get a cocktail, and I'm sitting in the lounge hanging, and I realized of someone who should be slapped, because this isn't a shot. This isn't a you should be shot. This is a you should be slapped. And you know who it is, Jake? It's me.
Fairest of the fair, guys. What did I tell you earlier? Okay. You deserve to slap yourself, or someone else slaps you. Why?
Well, this is like I should be slapped, and not a hard one, definitely not closed fist, but me and the other person that this happens to, we both need a little waking up. Hey, just stop. Let's stop.
Slap each other same time.
Let's stop.
1, 2, 3.
We both get it. This sucks. Why are we doing this? Let's stop. But you can't stop.
Okay.
So you need a slapping. And this is, okay, I'm sitting there, I'm having a drink. I've got my headphones in. I'm listening to a podcast, and I'm just doing my thing. And I glance up. Oh, God, what happens? Direct eye contact with somebody else in the room sitting down. Direct eye contact lasts a little too long. You both noticed, shit, we just stared right at each other. And then you look down, and what do? You look right back up at him, and he's looking right back at you, and you both look away and go, fuck. And now, for the next however long, every minute or so, you have this battle in your head, and you're like, dude, don't look up, don't look up, don't look up. And then you look up, and he's looking right at you, and you both, oh my God.
This is a cringe thing, dude.
Why do we do this to each other?
I don't know. This is a horrifying thing that does. It's a humanity thing where you're like, why is that person looking at me? And then you got to look like, are they still looking? And then they're looking.
And you're like,
and now it becomes a double looking thing.
Somehow, too, you both seem to always look up at the same time. You know, it's like you can tell he's going through or she is going through the same battle that you are. Because it's awkward. They're not just sitting there staring at you. They're also looking away. But somehow you both tend to look right back up and go, fuck, we did it again.
And that is a weird, shitty thing. I haven't had that in a million years, but I don't go anywhere. But that is a shitty, weird thing that everyone on earth has had. And then it's in your head of, like, why is this fucking happening? Yeah. Do I know them? Does it? And then bam, and then it's awkward and everything needs to stop. That is a double slap.
And you just need a slap. You need someone to just slap you really quick.
No, dude, you guys both need to walk up to each other and just on the count of 3, you choose right or left, whatever's going to be. And it's just a 1, 2, 3. And you slap each other. And then you never look at each other again. I don't know.
Yeah. How about this?
That is a you should be
slapped.
slapped.
The next time that happens to you, just go up and slap the person. I promise you. The person will be like, thank you. I needed that.
Yeah, that might work, dude. Well, that is fair. You deserve a little slap for that.
I totally did it in the lounge, and I did it way too many times, and I couldn't stop doing it. It was just, I was like, why do I keep looking at this guy, and why is he looking at me? Why can't we stop doing this?
Do you think he's got a podcast? He's telling everyone, this guy.
I would like to think so.
There's a guy.
I'd like to think so.
Fucking creep. Well, there's someone else that needs to be slapped, dude, and they came into our ether, or I don't know, whatever, our world this week. You guys, If you listened to our show last week where we revealed our podcast from our Patreon page, the Monday Morning Hangover, you got to hear something called The Bunker. The Bunker centers around our fan page. If you go to Facebook, there's a fan page for this show. I know, we were shocked too, even though we had a part in building it. It's called FGWD Bunker. People go there to talk about our show, okay? And most of the people there talk about the Patreon show because it's our hardcore listeners and they do a lot of Patreon talk. Well, we like to, get into their business, make fun of them, laugh with them, and, all the things that they talk about on The Bunker. Duddy and I love to get into it and talk to them about it in that episode, in the show called The Bunker. So, last week, we had a guy named Trey Pierce. That's right, buddy. If you're listening, this is the second time this week we're talking about you because we roasted you a bit on our Monday morning show. So Trey Pierce hops in to our FGWD Bunker page on Facebook, and this is what he writes. Now, listeners, you guys know, last week, Duddy and I had a lot of technical difficulties and gave up on the show, something we just told you we would never do. And we instead released a Patreon episode for you guys. A banger of an episode, and you loved it. And everyone was celebrating, really. Not Trey Pierce. Not good enough for him. He posts a message to our FGWD Bunker page, and he will be slapped for it verbally right now. And this is what his message says. Full disclosure, he writes this. I'm not a Patreon member. That being said, I understand that sometimes shit happens and technical difficulties can be a son of a real bitch and all. As much as I personally enjoyed getting a glimpse into the Monday Morning Hangover, I feel like it was a slight ripoff for the members that pay for extra content on our Patreon page. The writing's not good, so I'm just going to paraphrase. Basically, Trey's saying this. I'm not a Patreon member, which excludes him from being offended by anything, but I'm offended on behalf of the Patreon members, which I am not, because one of their paid shows was given out for free this week. Okay. So you're being offended on behalf of a group of people that are not offended and are not you. Weird. This is a new type of person that's out now. They're called like the, the victim class. Trey's life is so good that he's got to search far and wide to be a victim. He's got everything he needs, including a hilarious show each Wednesday. Not good enough. He found it. I shall become a victim of a people that I'm not, people who are not offended by what I'm being offended by. Trey, it's a Matrix type alternate reality level of victimhood, and it's blowing my mind. So he was bummed on behalf of our Patreon listeners that we released a Patreon episode last week for you guys. And this is where it gets really bad. If you didn't think it was bad enough, Duddy is cringing right now.
I'm so sorry, Trey.
Duddy's cringing, but
I didn't know he was gonna go in.
Trey, I'm going in, and guess what, Trey? I don't even dislike you. I love you because you're giving me a chance to go on a tirade, but it is at your, behest, I suppose, if that's the correct word. I don't even know. It's your bebummerdom. This is where it gets funny. I know they have done this in the past, but I'm just curious. When they do that, do they give the paid members any bonus content later in the week or otherwise that they wouldn't have gotten? So he's like, now he's asking questions about a Patreon page he's not a member of to see if they were properly given the right amount. Guess what? Nobody on Patreon had a problem with it, but thank you for bringing it to the surface, Trey. And guess what? You, my friend, are spreading fake news. And here's where it is. Trey said, do they feel bummed that we released the Monday morning show from that week on Wednesday, giving them no free content? Fake news. What we did, Trey, was we recorded a brand new Monday Morning Hangover show and released it on that Monday to our Patreon listeners. And then we released the previous week's Monday Morning Hangover on Wednesday, therefore not only giving our Patreon listeners a brand new Monday Morning Hangover to their delight, we also gave our Wednesday listeners a brand new behind the scenes look at wonderful characters like Snake OG and and Blonde Marley from the News for 24/7 show, and the Mutilator. They got to meet, they got to hear the Bunker. Everyone wins on this show, except for you this week, Trey. You should be slapped. But don't feel bad, because Duddy should also be slapped. Bam! So you and Duddy are equal this week, and I'm better than both of you. Duddy, what do you want to say about that?
I don't know. That
Was that thorough?
I did that. You were really upset about that.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, no, I'm not. Look, Trey,
No.
but it was fun. You know, I like to complain. So actually, I'm
It's
happy
his
about
favorite
that.
thing.
I can't wait for Trey to post
Trey,
it.
we love you.
Oh, Trey,
Oh.
baby. But everyone should know that, you know, we do have the character, the Mutilator, who goes on to, if anyone does something that Duddy and I or the Mutilator don't like, we mute them so that they cannot post anything for a certain amount of time on the Bunker. Trey got muted. Bam.
muted.
So on Monday he found out, or he didn't. He's not a Patreon member. He did not find out on Monday from the show that he was muted, but when he went to post something insane like this again this week, he found out real fast.
By the time this comes out, I believe he'll be unmuted.
He'll be unmuted. So Trey, we
Yeah.
can't wait to hear from you again. And I know it sounds like I have it out for you this week, and I do, but I love you, buddy, and thanks for the post. All right, positivity
Oh, my
and
goodness.
vulnerability. We're gonna move right into something else that's completely non-controversial, but we're not taking a stance here. This is just something I saw, and I don't know how you slap this many people, but here's the funny thing, guys. Sunday morning, I get up. I think it was Sunday, whatever day it was, man. It was Sunday. It was yesterday. My wife and I, we get up and we want to drive to the store to, you know, whatever, go get some food. We pull out of our apartment. We drive up the street, and boom, 1,000 Trump supporters, a whole bunch of non-Trump supporters. Donald Trump came to my town, my city. He was in Newport Beach, and in fact, he was doing a speech a mile from where I live, you know? So we had no idea, but we're driving down the street, and it's flags and it's horns and it's you and it's everything. And I noticed something, and it was not noticeable. It was not noticeable.
Perfectly said.
From where I drove by, I saw a bunch of Trump supporters, and you know what you're going to see: big American flags, the big Trump flags. You know, I don't know. They all say different things, but you get it. A lot of red, white, and blue, and big Trumps. And then I noticed that everyone who wasn't a Trump supporter had really shitty signs. And I was kind of like, wow, that's a drastic. Trump supporters, big fancy signs that, you know, you can tell they're all together and they're all kind of partying and having fun. And then there was the I don't like Trump, and it was cardboard box edges ripped off and marker writing. And I was just kind of like, they don't have any signs. Like, I think that's a big, you guys got to get signs. Okay. And here's the thing. It's a lot of like really mean stuff. It's like one lady just had a sign that said, "Suburban women hate Trump," you know? And I was like, all right, that's cool. It's like, I get it. Cause you know, that's like the battle that's going on. And by the way, Duddy and I, we don't have we don't even know what the fuck we're talking about.
No.
So nobody wants to hear which way we're leaning, and rightfully so. We don't even know. Do you?
No.
We're stupid. What do I? You don't want to know.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying what I saw, guys. I saw wonderful signage on one side, and I saw cardboard boxes and markers on the other with just really angry things. And I thought to myself, I'm like, okay, there's two options. First of all, you guys get better signs. The left side or whatever, whoever, you know, I don't know. If you hate Trump, you got to get better signs because we want to see. And I think that this is what's happening too. It's all anger stuff, like "fuck you, man, get out of here." And cool, you have every right to be angry too, and passionate. That's what this is, you know. Be passionate. But I think they're taking the wrong approach. I think humor's the way.
It's always
I kept thinking, if you guys had funny and easily visible signs,
yes,
that's how you get people to start listening.
Yeah. It becomes a meme. They get pictures on the internet. People are taking, they're like, look at this sign. The sign's great.
So the sign said there was a lady that was holding up a shitty piece of cardboard that was like, it wasn't even scissored correct. I would not be able to leave the house with a sign like this. I'd be like, oh, the fucking one side's bigger. A lot of the thing where they start out with big letters and then realize halfway through, running out of room, they start like going down the side. A lot of those. The one that in question, I just thought to myself, because there she was, and it was sad. It was a lady and her husband were just walking to the rally. They weren't there yet. They were on their way.
They were too busy. They were making their sign.
They were making their sign last minute. Oh shit, he's here. Rip off that we just bought a TV 6 years ago. Rip it off. The cardboard side, and then they're walking with their little signs under their arm, and I could see that hers was written in marker. It said "Suburban women hate Trump," and I was like, "Yeah, that is like one of the chants, you know." And then, you know, obviously he's over there going, "The suburban women love me," you know, that's how it goes. And I'm like, okay, but wouldn't this be funnier? You get a good sign, a big white sign, maybe write it, "Suburban women want Trump," and then everyone's like, "Yeah," and then it's like under it says like "to die." In like a, you know what I mean? So like, yeah, suburban, got me, all right. Or on the other side, "Suburban women want Trump," flip it around, like "to eat shit," you know, maybe not die, get arrested, you know?
Yeah.
And then we're laughing.
Yes.
And I think even if they don't agree with you, they'll be like, fucking good sign though, dude.
You got me.
Just a non-biased, down the middle, just a thought.
Yeah.
Just a thought, dude. I upgraded her sign in my mind as I was driving by. I'm like, no one's gonna see that message because everyone's yelling that.
Yeah.
Be funny.
Yeah.
Listen up, everybody. Be funny. So if, no matter which side you're on, if you want to get heard, yelling's not working anymore, even though that's almost all that I do.
Yeah, you're not gonna change anyone's mind by going like, "Hey, fuck you." Never gonna change your mind.
Go, "Hey, I love you," and then you spin it around, "You fucker," you know. Okay, but I, you know, something. Just that wasn't you. That something. In your head, improve that.
You get it.
I'm giving you a thing, Duddy. You take it away. I'm gonna choke to death because I'm talking too much. Yeah.
Do we need to go back? Do we need to talk about Trey again?
No, Trey's good, dude. I just wanted everyone to know that he sucked this week, and we got him and we muted him.
Trey,
but he's also
so sorry. I brought
dude, you
back
don't
into
suck
this.
forever, Trey. You suck this week, and this week's almost over, buddy. It's almost done, and we love you. Come on back.
All right. I've got a good one this week, Jake.
What do you got? Are we going into everyone's favorite part?
This is everyone's favorite part of their favorite show in the entire world.
Oh my God, Duddy, tell them what it is, because people online don't get it.
You guys, I did not make this up. I did not come up with this.
Conspiracy theories are out there, guys. You guys know what they are, right? Duddy loves them. This is just, okay, now, go.
This is just something I found on the internet.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I do or don't believe in this.
No.
I am just simply asking you if you believe in conspiracy theories.
Thank you. They have to know what it is now. You're not talking about, hey, here's a conspiracy theory. You're asking a conspiracy query.
See, there's conspiracy theories.
That's the guy at the party you hate. I've got a conspiracy theory, dude.
No, this is a query. It's just like, did you hear this and what's your thought? Yes or no?
Yes.
So this one is great. This one says, chemicals in the water are turning frogs gay. Yeah.
I've been saying this for years, dude. Let's hear it.
All right, this is from Alex Jones.
Oh my God.
Or Alex Jonas.
Oh, I was going to say the Joe Rogan guy? Got the talks like this online.
Maybe I just read that wrong. But yeah, so where did I go? He says, one of Jonas's most notorious conspiracy theories is that the government is using chemicals in order to turn people gay, using a mysterious gay bomb devised by the Pentagon.
Gay bomb. Wait, how do you spell the dude's name? I need to know if this is Alex Jones.
Is it? It's got the
you're
weird
saying Jonas, and I'm like, who the fuck? Oh no, it's Alex Jones, dude.
But it's got So I was just reading that wrong. So So yeah, it's that guy, and
it's the guy.
It's the guy, and he's got the conspiracy theories. And he talks, but yeah. So he thinks that the chemicals the government is using chemicals in order to turn people gay by using a mysterious gay bomb devised by the Pentagon.
This sounds like something from Austin Powers, huh? I'll turn everyone gay with my gay bomb. And the camera like zooms in.
He says that the reason there's so many gay people now is because it's a chemical warfare operation. He says, and I have the government documents where they said they were going to encourage homosexuality with chemicals so that people don't have children.
Well, that's not working at all.
No.
I mean, there's lots of gay people. There's always lots of gay people. I think they just feel a little more free about saying they're gay now because people aren't throwing fucking rocks at them and trying to beat them up all the time, hopefully, right?
Yeah, I think that...
There was probably always the same amount of gay people, but half of them were afraid.
Were hiding it.
Yeah.
Well, he says that the...
Maybe. Shit, that's just like the first thought off my head. I thought, the gay bomb.
Well, this is how he says that then the theory took a turn. He said 5 years later, the theory took a turn in a rant that he had that he did a rant that has since become a meme, I guess, on the internet, and he says that Jonas said he didn't
Jones.
Jones. Why do you keep saying Jonas? Jones said he didn't like the government putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay.
How do you know that? I mean, I guess you could tell. Who's staring at frogs having sex all day? How are you knowing frogs are gay everywhere? Who knows this?
He then said the majority of frogs in most areas of the United States are now gay.
What?
Jones said that in 2017.
That
was just 3 years ago. He claims that most frogs are gay.
Dude, so this is what is really being pulled to light right now, is that Duddy and I are on the absolute cutting edge of today's news. This comes to us from 2017. So you guys, we're giving you the hottest juice right now.
I'm all excited. Like, it's not even from that long ago. Dude,
we're all proud of ourselves that it's from
right
3 years ago, and the original thing was from 5 years before that. Holy shit, guys. Wow. I agree with him.
So
all the
he's
frogs
saying
are
that,
gay now because of the water.
The government's turning people gay by using a gay bomb devised by the Pentagon. And that's the reason there's so many gay people now, is because chemical warfare. And, he's pissed that from all this chemical warfare because it got in all of the water and it's turned all of our frogs gay.
Oh, well, he sounds like he knows what he's talking about, dude. I think I'm into it. And I agree. Yep. Yeah. This is no longer a query, guys. This is my theory, and I'm talking about it at every party.
I mean,
invite me over.
Leapfrog is pretty gay.
Okay. Now I'm starting to feel stupid. You're right.
Yes.
Yeah. You just grab onto your buddy's lower small of his back and just get
Jump
into
on
I'm
over.
humping you position, and then just teabag the back of his head on the way on over. That's how you guys play it, right? Yeah, you're right, dude. I'm in. I'm in.
So all I guess I'm wondering if is you believe in that the government's using gay bombs to turn us and all the frogs gay, so that we'll just play leapfrog?
Yes. Reverse leapfrog is what I want to start playing right now, dude.
All right. Wow, man. Well,
3 years later, we solved it, dude. Everyone closed the case.
Dude, well, when I picture the entire world playing leapfrog to get to where they're going, like, oh, I gotta go to the store, leapfrog time. Does that kind of make you feel good?
It kind of does, but you kind of jumped the gun, Duddy.
I totally did.
Here's what happened.
No. I was just saying.
No. I was trying to just feel good. There you go, Duddy. Tried to segue us into the sponsors, but no sponsors, Duddy, and we're not happy about why. We have something for you guys today.
I'm so unhappy right
We're
now.
contractually obligated to say we're stoked about this, Duddy. So yay!
Woohoo!
Last week we released a Patreon episode for you guys. We already went over it.
Pissed off Trey.
Trey.
Sorry, Trey.
It's Trey week on the feeling. So, well, there was a side effect of that. The side effect was, on that Patreon show that we released is a show called News for 24/7 with a couple loser idiots, Snake OG and Blonde Marley. It's a stoner news show, and it was on the thing. It was on the episode we released last week. It sucks, and we hate them, and they suck. But here's the deal: we were bombarded with people saying they like them. And we hate everyone who bombarded us with those comments and DMs, but they did. And then, listen, dude, as much as we hate these guys, we are men of the people. And if the people speak and they want more of news for 24/7, by God, they're going to get it. And I can smell them coming now. It smells horrible. The two hippies that everyone, well, at least Duddy and I really hate, apparently you guys love, they're here. Let's bring them in. This is, in fact, News for 24/7. Oh, are you ready, bro?
Oh, I'm ready.
Dude, fire it up, bro. Dude, toke it. Oh, yeah. You wanted it. You got it.
Right on, Duddy.
Unbelievable, dude. Duddy, Jake, thanks for scooting over and giving us your guys' mics. I wish you would have texted us that we had to hold them today, but all right. They're flipping us off, dude. They're flipping us off, BM.
So we got, me and Duddy have this cool handshake where I go to give him a high five, and he flips me off. It's fucking dope.
And then you laugh, and then he tells you, seriously, fuck off, and then he dips
and
out.
I'm like, yeah, man.
Anyway, dude, so that's what's up, dude. We were relegated to the Monday show, which we loved, and it's great. But last week, you guys got a taste of us, and what you unanimously said is you wanted more. And here we are, dude, and we're so stoked to be back in the bunker on Wednesday. Dude, the vibes on a Wednesday show, much different than the Monday morning hangover. The Monday morning hangover, there's nothing, there's no food. There's a full spread here today. There's sandwiches, burritos. They do it up good on the Wednesday show. Feels good to be on top, dude. Blondie, how you doing?
I'm doing great, just staying crispy.
Staying crispy, bro.
Super crispy.
We barely made it here, guys. We actually moved from Reseda. We live in Seal Beach now. We got kicked out of our studio in Reseda again. And now we're living in a studio in Seal Beach, but it's actually cool because it's closer to the bunker and we take the bus.
Oh, hot box that bus.
We boxed that bus all the way here.
Out of the bus on the way here.
We got lost on the way here, and then we had to take it. We almost missed our first Wednesday gig, but we're here, and the boys are stoked. That's why
super stoked.
Duddy and Jake get up and immediately leave when we do our show. I think that's to give us creative space. Yeah. I think, in respect for our show.
They want to be surprised. They like to save it and like probably just listen to it afterwards, you know, like all the way through.
I hope that's true, bro. And I think it is. I think they listen. They like us, even though
Duddy's practicing his our high five right now. He's flipping me off.
Oh, he's flipping you off, dude. They really like us. Okay. All right, dude, let's get into it. This is news for 24/7. It's stoner news. We give you all the latest, all the sickest, all the greatest, all the highest and chiefiest. You guys know what it is, dude. It's Snake OG, it's Blonde Marley, it's BM, bro. Let's get all the way into it. First story is seasonal, dude, and it comes from stonerdays.com, and this is about stoner Halloween costumes. You guys, the big H is right around the corner. Do you have your costumes? Yeah,
I do. I do, but I will not tell you what it's going to be.
You shall not reveal, dude. No. That's okay. Well, we're just going to give the people some good stoner choices for costumes. Now,
chill.
Right off top, dude. I think people in their heads, before I even say it, they're saying it, dude. Cheech and Chong. Dude, Duddy, you ever drive... I always fucking do that, bro.
Some people say I look like that.
It's because whenever we sit at home and we play Duddy and Jake, we sit like this in the chair and we act like, I know, dude. It's so funny. Blonde BM. Have you ever dressed up as Cheech and or Chong?
Yeah, I've done it like 4 or 20 times.
Yeah, I know, because when you're Cheech, I'm Chong every year. We live together in a studio. All right, dude. This next one is a super fun one. I don't even know if you guys have seen it or heard of it, but you can actually dress up as a bong. Think about it. A bong's just a tube, right?
Yeah.
It's a tube outfit with a little bowl filled with chief at the end, right where your D would go, dude. Light your ball throw on fire. Remember you told us you had ball dreads?
Oh, yeah. Still got them.
Still got them?
Yeah.
Sick.
I would recommend making the bong costume functionable.
Yeah, like so people can actually do body tokes through the bong costume?
Yeah, see, because I've gone as a body toke bong before. But that's just pretty much me walking around on my hands naked all night.
With ganja in your butt.
Ganja in my butt.
Dude, that's hilarious. That was from a few episodes ago, dude, when Jake and Duddy were actually doing a segment on that. And dude, BM and I laughed our asses off. That was before we were part of the show, man. So sick to be here.
Yeah, near dear.
All right, next one up is actually pretty funny. You can go as a weed leaf or like a weed princess. You guys, if you haven't seen these costumes, look them up online. They're available. I mean, I guess a weed leaf is just a dude dressed as a weed leaf, and a weed princess would be like a chick dressed as a ganja hay leaf. What do you think, Dud? You could...
I think I would love a weed princess.
Fucking called you Dud again, dude. I'm so cheap, dude. It's blonde. Yeah, you can go as a weed princess, dude.
You're so sucks.
Yeah.
Daddy, right
dude.
on.
We're just getting accolades from the boys again. You guys, thank you for having us. All right, this next one I really like, dude. And Blonde, I'd like to do this with you one year. This is Scooby and Shaggy. I feel like you could be Scooby, right?
I'd be Scooby because I do love snacks.
You do love treats, dude. I could fire off some treats into your mouth and I could be Shaggy like Zoink Scoobs. Say, man, like I think I could really do it.
That was chill.
That was pretty chill. And all you'd have to do is go, like, let's get out of here, man. I don't know, man. I'm doing my best. All right, dude. Next one down is The Dude. Everyone's favorite dude. Bro, have you ever seen that movie, The Big Lebowski?
I have. Have you ever seen it?
No.
On weed?
Yeah. You said, have you ever seen it? And I'm like, nope. And you said on weed. Yeah, 1,000 times, dude. Fucking come on now. All right, guys, I think we've styled you out with some sick costume ideas. Do you have any costumes off the top of your head that are super chiefy that you might want to tell everyone?
So, yeah, you could carry a ladder around, and then just every time you're near somebody, you get up all the way on the ladder, and they say, what are you? And you should be like, I'm high.
Oh, no way. And you climb up just enough steps that you're the tallest guy at the party, and you go, I'm the highest guy here tonight. Dude, I fucking love that, dude. I was gonna come up with one, but there's no way I could beat that, so I'm tapping out, dude.
All good.
Kumite. Let's get into story number 2, dude. You guys asked for it. We're just giving the people what they want. If you don't like it, you ordered it, dude. Eat up. All right. This next one's gonna blow some minds, dude. You ordered it up, dude, and then you smoked a bowl, so get the grindies and chomp up, bro. 7 activities that go well with your weed.
I could name like 3,000.
Dude, well, let's start by naming the ones on this article coming to us from stonerdays.com. Published May 27th, 2019. Sick, we're right on the ball. So, Blondie, what's the first one on the list?
Playing games.
Play games, dude, of course. Dude, play games. This is a really sick list. So if you get stoned,
games.
Play games. Dude, let's read a little bit. Playing games is an activity that we all enjoy. So there's no need for us to be high to play board or PS games. However, what you could do is try to get stoned before opting for this. Okay, too wordy, dude. Play games, I think, is the big idea. They're playing games with my mind. Dude, fucking, dude. Here's the deal with stoner information, dude. Play games and then back up. Don't then tell us and qualify how to. We get how to play games.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
We fucking.
Board games are a thing that people have liked for a long time. Really, dude? I'm stoned. Get the fuck off the board and let's play some games.
Oh, Stank OG.
Hey, dude, every once in a while, dude. Hey.
A tuxie.
Oh my God, let's take one.
Sick bong tug.
Dude, sorry for yelling. Oh my God, you guys, I'm so sorry for yelling. I got fired up right there. Dude, when someone tries to explain to me what a game is, right? Blonde, when someone tries to explain to me what a game is.
Oh, he hates that.
It heats me up, dude. Let's get into the next one here.
Sounds like, happens like once a month.
Every once in a while, dude. I'm a human, and I am vulnerable, and I am not perfect. But here we go. Doing arts and crafts, dude. Weed activities. I'm feeling good again. Dude, they got me back. Blonde, what do you think, bro?
Yeah, I love it. What kind of weed arts and craft activities do you do?
Dude, come to think of it, none, dude. None. I pretty much get stoned. I go surf. I mean, come on, man. I watch TV. That's not too artsy. I gotta start using this list.
Play games?
Come to think of it, dude, no. So the first 2 activities they've listed, I'm not doing. I need to enhance my sesh.
I like to weave my dread pubes.
Oh, dude, little dread
into little bowls. And
little basket weaving.
And then I have cereal in them.
Oh, Blondie, that's a tight weave. You know how I know that you do that? Because I sit next to you on the couch when you eat Cheerios out of your ball pube bowl that you've just woven right next to me, dude. We live in a studio apartment in Seal Beach. We just got kicked out of our studio apartment in Reseda. We didn't really give you the backstory on that, but what was happening is we chief a lot. Our neighbors had several small children. The ganja was going through the vents into their room, and the kids were eating a lot of munchies and painting a lot, and the parents Blamed us, rightfully so. We were booted out. We're in Seal Beach now, and we hope we are gonna stay. All right, here's another thing you can do when you're stoned to enhance your high. Hit the beach. That works for us because we live in Seal Beach, but what if you don't live near the beach, dude? Pretty insensitive, pretty locationally insensitive list.
I guess you could just like get on a bus.
Sure.
Hotbox the bus. Head towards the beach.
I'm digging your energy, dude.
Hotbox the beach.
Hotbox the beach, dude. Is that a Ramones song? Hotbox the beach. It just.
I think it's a B-52.
Yeah.
B-52. Hotbox the beach, right?
We're gonna hotbox the beach. It's a giant clam. Yeah, you get it. B-52s, dude. One of my favorite heavy metal bands. All right. This next one is throwing me off a little bit, Blonde. Blonde, this next one's throwing me off a bit.
Tell me it doesn't just say what I think it says, Jake.
Blonde, the next thing on the list from stonerdays.com telling us how to enhance our chief sash. Tell them what it is, Blonde, because I can't even see. I'm so angry.
I don't think I could just...
I don't think they understand what a list is, Duddy.
Okay, for number 5 of things to do when getting all chiefy crisps, number 5 is talking.
These guys are geniuses, Blonde. Oh, golly, get right out of here.
Wow.
Oh, talking. I wish we were making this shit up, guys. Is this all it takes to run a .com? Hey, dude, what's one way you can enhance being stoned? Talking.
Okay. I think I have to read their explanation.
Read it, dude, read it.
Even though this is an activity that is always present, it wouldn't be fair not to mention it.
It would be fair. It would be fair, dude.
It would be completely fair.
It's unfair to mention it, in fact.
Talking while high is probably one of the main reasons why we get high in the first place. No,
I disagree staunchly on that one. I couldn't disagree more.
You know what I hate doing when I'm stoned? Talking.
These guys are crazy, dude.
Okay.
Oh, read on, bro.
Oh, you want me to keep going?
Why not?
Come on. All the bullocks that we come up with, since the chances are not remembering, since the chances are you're not remembering anything you talked about are very high, it would be a great idea to write them down.
Oh, now you want me to take notes when I'm stoned? This is the worst weed article ever, dude. And I'm a positive guy.
Make your discussion topic the way dishwashers work and ask around to brainstorm ideas. Then watch the video. Your mind will be blown.
That is not how dishwashers work. Who is this? Who told you what a dishwasher is? Ask around like a dishwasher does.
I feel like the person who wrote this has never been high.
No way. You've never been ripped out of your tree, dude. Unbearable.
Next time you're in a full-on chiefy sash, just go, hey guys, want to brainstorm real quick some ideas? And watch how fast that circle gets to be a one-person circle.
You guys want to brainstorm like a dishwasher does and talk about... Dude, all right, this next one. Here's the weirdest thing about it. I'm starting to love this article, Blonde, and I'm glad you chose it. The last one was talking. Could you be less specific? No. No subject to talk about, just talking. Then they get specific. Read the next one for us, Blonde. This is 7 ways
talking
to enhance your ganja session. Talking was the last one.
I feel like they are making this up as they go.
They certainly are.
They were tight. It's a freestyle article. I feel like.
Very free form.
This one is out of all seven things to do to enhance your high. This was one of the top 7.
They were brainstorming like a dishwasher.
Going to the cinema to watch a horror movie in 3D.
Oh, really? When was the last time a 3D horror flick was really Jaws 3D? Piranha 3D? Like My Bloody Valentine? When was the last one?
Does it have to be In 3D?
Can I not enjoy a flick when I'm stoned out if it's anything less than a 3D horror flick?
What about a good old-fashioned comedy?
Dude, a chuckle fest.
Hey.
A fun rump.
I'm not trying to say I wouldn't enjoy getting cheefy and going to the local theater, getting some munchies, watching a horror film in 3D.
Bro, I would love nothing more than to get bake-faced out of my fucking face and head right down to the local cinema and gobble down a 3D horror flick.
So I guess what we're trying to say is, we're sorry. You're right.
We're sorry for yelling, and I'm sorry for cussing. But we're passionate dudes.
Very passionate.
And we take our ganjas seriously. And we thought maybe this article was poking fun at us. And we got a little defensive, mainly me. But we're coming back around, dude. What's the last one, Duddy? Number 7. Fuck, called you Duddy again, dude. I'm so baked and out of my mind, dude.
Chill.
But you look like him, dude. You guys have a similar build. Have I ever told you that?
No, but I appreciate that.
You're welcome, dude. Let's knock out.
Is super ripped.
The man's a god. He's a Greek god.
Super ripped. Visiting the art museum.
Speaking of Greek gods, statues of Greek dudes
look like Duddy.
Absolutely. They really do. Especially the ones with the beards and the flowing locks.
Yeah, the ones that have the super 6-packs.
The ones with the 6-packs, yeah.
Sick packs.
Sick pack, dude. Little leaves over the dong. You know the ones, dude. You know the ones.
Okay, this one's trippy. Going to the circus.
Going to the circus is the 7th and final suggestion. I'm mad again, dude. When was the last time the circus came? We're in coronal times, dude. You can't even go into the store without a mask. Find me a 3-ring circus, dude, anywhere in America, and I'll give you $10 zillion that I don't have. Dude, they're getting hyper specific. Have you ever gone to the circus, Blonde?
I have, actually.
As a child?
Not too long ago.
I've seen, what's the show with the people who dance really good? Cirque du Soleil.
Cirque du Soleil. Yes, I did it not too long ago. And it was chill.
Did you go to the Spanish-themed one that was at the Costa Mesa Fairgrounds? Because that's what I did. It was sick.
No, it was like
something else.
Steampunk
Style? That sounds sick.
It was sick. It was chill.
Dude, Cirque du Soleil is sick. And if that's one thing you can take away from, look, like, you guys asked for it and you got it, dude. And I think we brought it pretty hardcore today, right? Yeah. Fuck, I can't stop.
Well, I think that look at their, looks like Duddy is making signs. I heard them talking about signs earlier. He made a sign, it's holding it up and it says, "Get the fuck out of here." I think he must be making that for a rally later.
They have, dude.
It must be for a rally later.
Jake and Duddy are on the other side of the bunker and they're holding it must be for a rally. Trump must be coming back. Dude, they're on the other side of the bunker and they are holding up signs that say, "Get the fuck out of here. Ratings are dropping," dude. Yeah, that's something that will really piss off the president.
High five again, Sack.
It's not for us, but they're showing us for our approval. So we get it, dude. It is time for us to get going, dude, because we have to catch the bus back to Seal Beach. We're about to miss it, dude. It's been whatever it's been, man. This is Snake OG saying, puff tough,
stay crispy.
Yeah.
Okay. I hate them.
All right.
I hate them.
Duddy, wash the mics.
I hate them.
No, they're the worst people ever. And that was the worst episode they've ever done of the show.
And I hate that show.
I hate that show. I do not like them. That was probably their worst performance. We probably won't see them on Wednesday ever again. And I don't think we'll have to worry about it. We've cleaned the microphones and sanitized them.
I don't think you can clean this smell.
No, you'll never really. Oh, look, they're looking at us. Luke, they can still hear us, right, over there?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, we don't like you guys. Bad job today. All right,
Daddy. Every time I flip him off, he smiles and he gets excited.
Daddy's flipping. Okay, bye, guys.
That means fuck you.
Yes, that's what that means. Out the door. Close it behind you. They closed it. They're gone. Okay, good Lord. And dude, can Snake OG stop? He keeps calling Blonde Marley Duddy. Dude, these guys are nuts.
They're the worst.
They really blew it today. I don't think we'll have to see them again. But you know what? They left, and that was bad. But now they're gone.
And that makes me feel good, Jake?
I think it does, Daddy.
It does. It makes me feel really good. And speaking about feeling really, really good, on this podcast, we have some sponsors that make us feel great. And first and foremost, as always, Koi CBD. We love these guys. We love this company. We love this product. I use it every single day. You've heard me say it over and over again. I take the drops in the morning. It just starts my day off right, and it really does help me with my aches and pains. My hands, they get super sore. I get cramps in them a lot. But ever since I've started being on like a steady CBD diet, I've noticed a big difference. And hey, even though I take the drops, I'm reading the board as I'm talking. Even though I'm taking the drops every day, sometimes my hands still do get a little crampy if we're playing a lot of music. Like when we were doing all those rehearsals for the acoustic live streams, we were playing 5 days a week for hours a day. So my hands were getting sore, and they got this new product, which I love, which I have for you and Luke in the car right now.
Oh, you finally, Dougie's been promising us this product for weeks.
It today, and it's a roll-on kind of like icy hot type situation, packed with CBD. Holy crap. I love it. It smells great, first off, and then it's like an instant cool. It's like right when you put it on, it's an instant like, ooh, that feels nice. And then it's just like we said in the past with the bombs or whatever. Next thing you know, 20, 30 minutes later, you're like, oh, wait, it feels better. I definitely notice a difference. So if that sounds good to you and something you'd be into, go to koicbd.com and put in code FEELGOOD at checkout, and you will get 15% off your first order.
Bingo.
Yeah. And also plug-ins keychains. This is a great company and a great product. This product right here is called the Jack Racks, and this is awesome. I have one on the wall in my house. It's a keychain holder. You attach your keys to as I'm trying to do this while holding the microphone.
Here, I'll hold it for you, Daddy. Well, then you can hold the microphone.
It's pretty cool. It's you attach your keys to the keychain. The keychain resembles a 1/4-inch cable, and what you mount to the wall it's a replica of a guitar amp. Yeah. So you got your keys on your 1/4-inch cable. When you get home, boom, you plug your keys into the amp, and your keys are hanging there for when you're ready to go.
Dude, your keys
unplug.
Take the place of a guitar.
Yeah,
and you plug your keys into the amp.
It's super cool, and I mean, I can't tell you how many times people have come to my house and it's like, holy crap, where'd you get that? That thing's awesome. It really is awesome. And if you want to get one, you can go to pluginskeychains.com, and that's plural, and the plugins is with a Z. That's PLUGINZ keychains.com, and pick yourself up a Jack Rack. And if you put in code DuddyB at checkout, you will get 20% off every single order for your entire life. So go pick yourself up one. Go pick up your friend one for birthday or Christmas. They will love you, and we will love you. And everyone in the
holidays
world
are coming. Boom.
Love you.
It's an easy home run. It's one of those things when you look at it, you go,
duh.
Why the hell didn't I think of that?
It's so genius.
It's genius. It's simple. And everyone who sees it goes, that's rad.
Yeah.
Those are the best things. Yeah.
Without fail.
Without fail, one of those thingies. God, I keep thinking about that News 424. That will never be good.
No,
they're not even getting better. They're getting worse.
How did that show get added to the Wednesday show?
People like them, and they are literally getting worse every time. And I can't imagine them being good.
I hate it.
Yeah, I don't like it. Hey, just a thought. Okay. Just a thought. But let's get into everybody's favorite little part of the show. This is when we talk to you, and when I say you, I mean our Patreon members. That's right. When you join up on Patreon, not only do you get an episode every Monday, a unique episode with characters and stories that we talk about only on the Patreon page, but you get an opportunity to write us questions and have them answered on this show and that Monday morning Patreon show. You get it. Patreon.com, Feeling Good with Duddy. Sign up if you want to join in. Duddy, we got some questions. Play the drop.
Questions. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Ask us any question you want.
Yeah,
Bam. All right. First question from our Patreon member, Ja Crispy Smith. We've heard from her many times.
That's our favorite reggae cereal brand.
Yeah. Duddy, when's the last time you had short hair? I'd imagine you were a baby, or did you just come out with long flowing locks? No, you know what? It's funny. When I was young, when I would say, I don't know, maybe like 7 or 8-ish to like 11 or so, I had like a mullet.
Sort of. Duddy
Like
had
a weird
rough hair scene when he was younger.
It was kind of like going for the long. I had this weird like. It was. I'll have to try and find. We've posted some pictures before in the past. I had like what I thought was cool hair, and it was wild. It was long-ish, but most all my teenage and high school and from about 10 or 11 till I was about 19, 20, maybe 19, I started growing my hair out. But I'd say 10, 11 to then, I had really short hair most of the time, like a buzzed head.
Even at the beginning of the Dirty Heads, Duddy had like a little sort of a starting of a fro. I mean, it was not long hair yet. Yeah, absolutely. So
yeah, I had a shaved head for a long time, and then I just I started growing it out one day. I just let it go, and then I never even was like, I'm gonna grow it out. It just like was one of those things where I was like, I'm just gonna keep it going and see what happens.
And it kind of happened with the band.
Yeah,
like I said,
totally.
Duddy and Jared both didn't have long hair when the Dirty Heads started, and then their hair started growing longer, and their band was the Dirty Heads, and the band started blowing up, and it was kind of like, can't cut the hair now. It like almost became you guys became long hair guys with the band.
Totally.
It's like a weird thing. Yeah.
Which has been a long time when I think about it now. It's like, so I've had long, I guess I started growing my hair out like 20-ish years ago.
Pretty much,
and
exactly.
It's been long ever since.
About that.
Half my life.
There you go.
Half my life.
Yes.
Oh, Kristen Haggett.
All right, our favorite Harry Potter cast member.
In honor of the recent passing of Saint Dog of Cottonmouth Kings, I wanted to ask, did you guys listen to the Cottonmouth Kings, and if so, what is your favorite Saint Dog track? First off, we played some shows. We had the pleasure of playing some shows and a couple festivals and things with Cottonmouth Kings early on in our career, and they were always super cool to us. They always treated us with mad respect, and they were always good dudes. And I've got not a bad thing to say about one of them. I never got super into them. I don't know why. I guess it was just like our circle never really got into them. We were a lot more into like like other hip hop and like classic rock and reggae and stuff like that. I kind of never, I don't know. I have friends that were, and I just never fell into it.
We're not even crazy big reggae rock scene listeners. Like we really, I mean, of course we listen to reggae and hip hop, all things, but it's weird. Our listening habits differ from even how our sounds are.
Yeah, and you know, like I said, like I don't have a bad thing to say about the guys. And I was super bummed when I heard that Saint Dog passed away. That's a bummer. And I heard some videos of some of his bandmates talking about him and how bummed they are that he passed, and I just couldn't imagine if anyone in the Dirty Heads passed. I don't know what I would do. It would be absolutely terrible. So total bummer, man. That's a definite bummer. But all right, Maui Wowie says, sup dudes, if you guys weren't married and had to venture into the dating world, would you attempt the dating apps or just try to find someone more organically in your regular life routine or like at a concert? There are some scary looking eyebrows out there on these dating profiles. Man, that's so crazy to think about, because I've talked about it.
Eyebrows are the window to nuts.
But yeah, I've been with my wife now. We've been married. It'll be 10 years this May, but we were dating for 10 years before we were married. So on this May, we'll have been with each other for 20 freaking years. So the dating apps were never a part of my life.
Yeah, I never was ever on one of them. No. Same with me. I've been married for a good long time. So yep, never was I on an app. I would absolutely probably be on one though if I was single again. Why not, dude? I'd be swiping. I feel like I would be the old dude that like, what do I do? I would have no idea.
You know what I would do too, and I feel like I'd be the guy that like my friends would be like, oh, you gotta get on this app and you gotta do it. I'd be like, okay, and they'd like help me build my profile, and I'd do it, and I'd like meet it like what do they say? You match with a chick. And then I would like schedule a date, and I would never fucking go. I would.
That would be the weird thing, yeah.
I'd be like, I'm good.
We gotta meet up. Yikes. Yeah, man, we missed that entirely.
Yeah.
Never on an app, dude.
No.
Dang it. I don't know, but I love living vicariously through people who are on. I used to have a dude at the barbershop who was on the app. He doesn't work there anymore. And I loved it. He would sign into the app and hand it to me and be like, swipe right on whoever you think I'll like, go for it. He's all, swipe as much as you want. I'm just looking for funny. Oh, it was the funniest thing. So me and other barbers, if we had a few minutes off, we'd get his phone and just pick chicks for him. Oh, I'll go for it. I don't care.
I've seen a couple backfires. I've seen a couple backfires on the road from like people, you know, in our traveling with the tour, you know, in the crew or even with another band or whatever. Of like, oh yeah, I've got a chick come tonight. I met on Tinder or whatever, and then you know they show up and you see them.
And they're like, that is not the pictures that was on the
it's
thing.
It's like that ain't the picture look like.
Ooh, catfish. We missed that whole. We can't be catfished.
Can't be catfished.
And we shan't be.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, it's trippy. I had we had like a. It was a guitar tech. I forget what it was, but it was one tour. We had to have like a fill-in guitar tech because I think whoever we had at the time just couldn't do the tour. So we had a fill-in guitar tech. He was just a one tour guy. He was super cool. And I remember it was one night, super late. We had a day off. It was like in the absolute middle of nowhere. And sometimes when even I have a hotel room, like if I'm just bored, I'll just go down to the bus because it's like the bus has all the stuff. Dude, it's got the bong in there.
Hotel room
fridge.
suck
It's got the fridge filled with the booze and whatnot. So if I'm just bored, I'm in my room and I can't sleep or whatever, I'll just go down to the bus and I'll hang for an hour and get stoned and have a cocktail and go back up to my room or whatever. So I go down to the bus. Long story short, I go down to the bus. I remember I'm sitting down there and I'm sitting down there. It's pretty late right now. It's like 1 or 2 and. I wish I could remember his name. What an asshole. But he comes onto the bus. Now it's just me and him, my old guitar tech guy, and we're just talking. And we're talking for a couple hours. It gets to like 3 a.m. It's late. And then he just goes like, "Oh, I gotta go to my room. I got a girl coming over." And I was just like, "What?" We're like in the middle of nowhere. Like it's like, you know, we're in one of those hotels where it's like the only thing in the parking lot is like a Denny's, a weird place, you know? And he's like, I got a chick coming over. I'm like, what? And he goes, yeah, we met on, you know, Tinder. We matched on Tinder or whatever. And she works. She got off late. She's coming over after work. She's coming over right now.
Works at Denny's. She's walking over.
So I remember like he left and my mind was just blown. I was like, this girl is just going to come to this weird hotel at 3 a.m. to meet a complete stranger and just go into his hotel room. It's like, that is terrifying.
That is horrifying.
Right? I was like, that's fucking terrifying, dude.
And she's like, I'm in the middle of nowhere, dude.
Yeah.
You've got to meet people however you can.
She lucked out because all she got was actually a decent dude who probably just banged her and then she left. Like, so she won that one.
Good for her, dude.
All right, so moving on. That ended up being a great question. Well, you got to scroll down. Oh shit! You know what? This is our last one.
Oh.
No, I didn't. Where?
Oh, this is a banger too.
This is a great one. So this is Christina Whitman says Gaethje or
yeah,
Khabib.
Trevor Whitman. That's her husband.
I guess so.
Yeah.
It looks like it.
Yes,
she says, I'm
awesome.
going for Justin. My hubby is head coach.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really freaking cool.
Okay, so Justin Gaethje, Khabib Nurmagomedov. Jesus Christ.
That's hard to say. It's a hard name to say.
Anyway, they're fighting this weekend, and that's like the biggest fight in MMA.
My God.
Holy shit, it's the fight of the damn century.
I am so freaking excited for this fight, and I'm also so sad because I believe I will be on stage while this fight is on.
Yikes.
Wee.
And Gaethje has walked out to Dirty Head songs in the past. I've seen it, where I called you, and I'm like, dude, Gaethje's walking out. So that's awesome. Okay, so Trevor Whitman's wife she's a
Patreon member.
She's a Patreon member and a fan, dude.
I love
Super
it.
stoked for the fight. Hell yeah, dude. Let's go, Gaethje. Let's get a win.
I look at this fight like any fight when you're at that level. These two dudes are both two of the baddest dudes there is right now. It could go either way. For sure.
This is the like one of the Khabib fights that most of the time when Khabib's fighting,
you're
you
like,
kind
he's
of
gonna just
kind of understand the whole thing that you're probably gonna see, and then it's exactly that. And this one, you're just like, dude, I don't know. This one seems like there's a chance here to break this dude down and hurt him real bad, and
look,
we'll see.
I don't have anything against Khabib.
No,
he's
Khabib's
a fucking amazing fighter, and he's it's been great to watch him. But I gotta admit, I kind of want to watch Gaethje knock him out.
Hell yeah, dude! We got nothing against any fighter.
No,
we're just fans all the way of every single person who steps into that cage. I mean, come on, you guys got to be so intense. We love having you. That's insane that you're listening to the show. And,
that's great, man.
Dude, tell the boys hello for us, and if they want to come on the show, anytime.
Any friggin' time.
Anytime.
If he wants to come on the show and talk about, the win after the fight.
Of course.
Come on down.
Boom. You want us to walk you out and say funny shit as you want, whatever.
Sure, you want me to be in your ring, give you a couple tips.
Of course. Roast your enemies, whatever. We'll do it.
You want me to climb up on the fence and do a backflip with you at the same time as you do your backflip? We can do the double backflip together.
I can't do that. But sure, we will do that. That's insane, dude. That's good to hear that you're listening. Heck yeah.
All right. So one more question. Wait! You didn't answer my question! There's no time! Okay, this one comes from Michelle Nachetsky, everybody's favorite female ice skater.
Yes, Nachevsky. Should have got the gold. You were robbed. But you were getting a question through, so just as important.
Her question is, what's your favorite childhood food / snack that doesn't exist anymore? Well, this is one that I wouldn't say it was my favorite childhood food or snack that doesn't exist, because I don't really remember any like snacks or anything that don't exist. But I do remember this in my childhood, and we talked about it not too long ago, that like things that we're not down with to eat. And I said like Applebee's, and Jake was like Taco Bell.
Yeah.
And I agree. Taco Bell's, it's gross. I don't eat it. I won't eat it anymore. It's gross. But when we were way younger, it wasn't that bad. It seemed like Taco Bell was almost like a treat. Any fast food for us was like a special treat when we were young. And Taco Bell, I remember they had something on the menu, and it was called the Chilito. And if anyone remembers the Chilito, it was the best thing that Taco Bell has ever had on their menu.
It's a chili burrito. It's just a tortilla filled with chili.
But this chili they had for some reason was so fucking good. It was amazing. It had this just gooey, cheesy chili burrito, and it was amazing. And they just took it off the menu for no reason. And I remember it was a thing where like people were like, "What the fuck?"
Up in arms. Yeah, it was a bummer when the Chilito left town.
Damn you, Taco Bell!
How dare you?
Give us our Chilitos.
I remember a cereal that I used to eat when I was very, 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 very young. It was called Buckwheats, and it was just like a cornflake type of cereal, but it had some like maple glaze over it, and it was so good. I remember loving to eat that when I was a kid, and I don't even think it exists anymore at all. Never seen it, not on the shelves, no more Buckwheats. What happened?
Oh, goodbye Chilitos.
See you later.
Goodbye Buckwheats.
Yeah. And
goodbye to all of you guys.
Yeah, that's right, dude. Adios to you as well, bro.
We love you guys so much.
Yeah, we do.
And we will see you again next week.
Yeah, we're going to be Zooming for the next couple of weeks. Sorry, guys. People are going out of town. But, hey, man, we're going to get it done, dude. That's how it goes. All right. Thanks for listening. On behalf of Duddy, I'm Jake B. Peace out.